about this dub, baby. Time to talk about this motherfucking dub, baby. Police spend the night. I was listening to some Mario, y'all, so I'm feeling kind of singy right now. Um, my man Bobby gonna have a line for y'all to call in today. We'll at least be able to
Yo,
at least be able to
Mario
hear y'all.
Winans or
No, no,
whoever.
not Mario one is this Mario, the one that just calls himself Mario, the one that sing oh, what's that shit?
Mario
It's time to put that S on my chest. Oh, what's the name of that shit, y'all? Somebody tell me the name of that song that Mario sing.
cheat code
Hey, he might. I ain't never heard it.
crying out for me.
Crying out for me. That's it. I see you crying out for me. That's my shit. Come on, come on in and
Damn.
save me. That's my
2000,
shit, y'all.
2007, bro.
Yeah, listen, man. That's the last time they really was making good music.
Right? I know.
Was good, Christopher. What's up with you, baby boy?
Yo, we got a dub to talk about.
Got a
That
motherfucking DU dub, baby.
that's right. Dude, it feels good, man. Feels
Yeah, it feels
good.
good to critique a team after a win over critiquing them after a loss, boy. Cause
Oh yeah, we'll still hammer them though.
yeah, oh shit, Bobby, you gonna have to
What's that?
you gonna have to give me the list, man.
All right, so I
I didn't take the picture. My apologies.
it's all good. I got it right here. So basically, I wanted to I wrote out some talking points, and the first thing I wanted to discuss is the defensive scheme and success that we've had the past couple of weeks, but how personally I do not believe it's going to translate when we play Tampa because Tom Brady is known for being able to pick apart prevent defenses. And I don't know if you noticed, but the we were sending a ton of delayed blitzes.
Nah, you know what's crazy? I didn't notice that, and I'm glad you did because I seem to only notice that we were dropping back a lot of people in coverage to a point where that little medium 3, 5 to 7 yard dump off seemed to be open all day long.
Oh,
If had David Carr been a little bit more of a patient quarterback and not tried to force the ball down the football field, he probably would have had a lot more success than he did on Sunday.
yeah,
And that's no fault of Graham. I took it as he just finally came to the conclusion that we're not getting a pass rush. And it's like, you know what? If I can't get to the quarterback, I at least got to play better coverage and make the tackle. So, I mean, I'm not giving them credit for that Carolina game. I know we've been better over the last 3 weeks, but it was the Panthers, dude.
yeah,
They
yeah.
offense is absolute shit. But I will give them credit. Although we lost to Kansas City, that shit was on the offense. If you hold Kansas City to 20 points, that shit is on the offense. I have no qualms with what the defense did against Kansas City. None. At the end of the day, I don't care how many yards they gave up. I don't care how many rushing yards they gave up, passing yards. The biggest and most important stat is points, and they only gave up 20.
Yes.
So, and then last week, it was much better against another offense that was putting up a lot of points. So, what up, Shabazz? How you feeling, bro?
Well, yeah. So what I saw was the check down was there all game. It was
All game long.
all game long. I don't know what was up with that, but I noticed a lot of blitz. Like Darnay Holmes would be sent on a delayed. Almost, I don't know if it was supposed to be timed with the cadence, but it seemed like a delayed blitz. Um, whatever it was, we got the dub. I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna kill Graham, but I will say that Brady will take that check down all day.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna have to come up with. At the end of the day, you got to give up something. You
well,
can't take everything away, so they got to figure out what it is they're gonna take away.
I feel like the only way you can beat Brady is if you get a pass rush, and
Yeah,
that's hit or miss with us.
yeah.
Um,
Oh no, it ain't hit or miss. It's missed.
I don't know. Well,
It's been missed.
I will say I do like Quincy Roche and I do like Ojolari instead of Carter and Zimnis.
Yeah, as we spoke earlier this week, They've been in there basically the last 3 weeks, and again, you don't want to just say two players have completely made the defense better, but at the end of the day, the defenses look better since those two have been consistently starting.
Yeah.
Roche's a better pass rusher, and he holds up against the run better. Carter's not good, bro.
No.
He's a legit backup linebacker to have on your roster if you play a few snaps here or there if your starter goes down. Him and Xavier should not be starting outside linebackers together.
No.
Neither one of them stand up good against anything, the run or the pass. They don't pass rush well,
Zimnis?
and they don't.
Yeah,
neither one of them.
Yeah.
Carter or Zimnis. Neither one of them hold up well against. They don't rush the passer well, and they don't hold up against the run.
Yeah. No, I'm totally with you. And on top, McKinney. Everyone's been talking about it. He just
all
balled
year
out.
long. It's not. It wasn't just last game. All year.
Yeah.
He's quietly been one of the guys on the defense who, all year long, he showed up.
I feel like our safeties have quietly been decent.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people was talking about, why Peppers don't start no more. Well, you see why now. Because at the end of the day, Peppers been here for a year and a half, 2 years now, something like that, since the Odell trade. Was that 2 years at this point? He has never since 19.
Yeah.
19 we turned in 2020. All right. In the 2 years he's been here, he's never looked as good as Xavier or Logan.
Well,
in 2 full years, he's haven't looked as good as either one of them.
You had to put Peppers in the box too, because if you played KC, you think Peppers would have been able to play those high safety zones? And during that Raider game, we were playing single high safety, which we haven't done all year.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't played that, and it actually worked to our favor. And I like that, there was some things I did like. I just hope that Patrick Graham comes with something different, because Brady will kill you. He's known for doing that for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Next, offense continuing to struggle. Dude, I was super critical, and I'm going to eat my words. Devontae Booker, I think he's looked so much better.
He's looked better over the last few weeks, but I think my only concern is still not so much him as it is the running game as a whole. We did play a terrible team. The Raiders are terrible against the run, and it's been like that all season. I think they're ranking out in the 20s somewhere against the run. So I don't know if it was we just haven't looked good that day, or they continue to be a bad run defense. So I guess we'll find out when we play Tampa. We have a bye week this week, right?
Bye week. So
thank God.
It's great timing too, because we're gonna get guys back. We should have Thomas back. We should have Barkley back. And Barkley, after seeing Booker, there should be no excuses that he should just be hitting the hole, stop dancing, just hit it and go. That's just how it's got to be. And let's see.
Antonio, hold on. I gotta respond to Antonio real quick. He said he disagrees. Peppers only messed up a few plays last year. Peppers has been, since he's been here, Antonio, you can go back. He's been a very high guy at missing tackles, taking wrong angles, getting beat by tight ends. He has not played up to par since he's been here. That is why he lost his starting spot.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, you can go look at some numbers or whatever it is to back up what I'm saying, Antonio. But Peppers, the reason he lost his starting spot is because he cannot cover a tight end to save his life. And even when how many times do y'all remember me streaming games last year? He'll run into the hole to go blow somebody up instead of wrapping up, and misses the tackle completely.
Yes.
And I'm yelling at the TV like, wrap the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's why he lost his spot, because.
He has some great football instincts, but then he does stuff like that, and it just ended up to him losing his job.
And Logan Ryan, I found out Sunday, lead the league in
missed tackles.
Leads the league in tackles for defensive backs.
Oh, really?
He's
I saw him get stiff-armed into oblivion though twice past 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, he's a little dude, man. He's a little dude. I'm actually shocked he comes up and makes as many tackles as he do.
Yeah, I do like Logan Ryan. I've been critical of him too. You know who we've been critical of, and we have to backtrack, bro, is Leonard Williams.
So here's my problem with that. Again, he's doing the same shit he did last year, minus the sack stats. But when is he doing, like McKinney, right? He made big plays. 2 big plays came when we needed it. It wasn't meaningless interceptions where it meant nothing. One took it to the house, and if it wasn't for that one going to the house, we don't win by the touchdown that we won by.
We don't win without McKinney.
We don't win without him. That's my point I keep trying to make about Williams. I don't care about the meaningless ass stats. What do you do when we desperately need you? I've seen the stats, and all those people who go by numbers are going to constantly say he's having a good year, he's having a good year. What does he do when we fucking need him? And it's been absolute. When we've needed him all year long, it's been absolute zero from him. Absolute zero.
Yeah. Impact plays. I know I'm with you on that. He was not doing anything at the beginning though. He was just
not a thing. Not a thing.
So I don't know. I personally feel like the fans lit a fire under him, and
maybe all that booing and shit.
Yeah.
I wish somebody light a fire under Dexter Lawrence's ass.
Yeah, I know.
He's just been a waste.
He's a loaf of bread. Yeah, he's a pile of silly putty. So yeah, we're gonna, bro. You know what? I went on live the other day and I had these glasses on, and someone said I look like
Michael. What up?
I look like Elton John and Elf had a baby.
That's hilarious.
I was like, all right,
hilarious.
All right. Let's so we can. I think everyone agrees that Quincy Roche. Oh, did you see the Quincy Roche suffers from Tourette's?
Yeah.
So let me tell you, he better never get called for taunting.
Yeah.
Right.
Off sides, because you're down in that stance and your muscles go.
Yeah.
You're gonna jump off sides.
But no, it's pretty interesting that he can actually, handle that. That's pretty impressive.
What up, Sam?
So Roche, like I said at the beginning of the year, I loved him. I
remember you saying so when we picked him up, you was like, Quan, this is a good pickup, man.
I was like, dude, yes. And so and Ojolari on edge.
Yeah.
Adoree Jackson's trending up. I don't know how you feel about that, but he is.
Yeah. Again, he was never. I think somebody was in. I think people were expecting a lockdown corner when we signed him. No, he's not a lockdown corner. He's a serviceable second guy. When you have a guy like Bradbury who can travel with the other team's best receiver, and now you have a second guy who can cover the team's second best receiver.
Adoree Jackson, who should be covering the speed guys because he's the faster defensive back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
Cuzzo, what's up, Cuzzo?
Yeah, let me see some of everyone. I feel bad. I always do this. He's like the same like Joey Galloway who suffers from that as well. Yo, Corner Bobby, let's address. Hold on. See, these go so fast, guys.
Yeah, they go so fast. Address these fake fans, he said.
Oh, yo, yeah. Are we fake fans?
I mean, I've been called a fake fan plenty of times because, I mean, y'all know how it go, man.
I think that's
these
mad funny.
Giants fans in here Giants fans in here, they like this, man. See this phone? Some of these Giants fans will get this phone and they get attached to this motherfucker. They love it. They want to kiss it. They want to hug it. They want to rub up on it. And the minute you say something like, yo, I don't fuck with that iPhone no more because the new iPhone is better. What? You crazy as hell. Yeah. You crazy as hell. The new iPhone better than this shit. And they get emotionally attached to shit, bro. We don't. We are Giants fans. Listen, as much as I like Odell, he ain't here no more. As much as I love Landon Collins, he ain't here no more. As much as I love X, Y, and Z, they not here no more. But I call it like I see it, bro. If I felt like a player was good and they shouldn't have let him go, I'm going to let you know. If I felt like a player is here that shouldn't be here, I'm going to let you know. And call me whatever kind of fake fan you want. It is what it is.
I'm a ginger, bro. I got no soul, so I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck it, man.
All right, so no, but for real, I mean, I like if someone's hurting the team, I'm gonna say it. If you know what I want to talk about is why have we not heard anything about Isaiah Wilson? Still,
what I'm trying to figure out in general,
because
we used to have this rule of like the general manager would speak after week 8. We ain't heard shit from Gettleman, bro. Like, the front office has been quiet. It's like we're the only team in the league whose front office don't get in front of the media and talk ever, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why is everybody so quiet around
I
here?
think that could be telling though, man. That could be telling that Mayor's probably like, you're not doing it. That's why we made no trades. I think Gettleman's gone, bro. I think
I hope so.
I think,
I hope so.
bro, I really like can't see him staying. I really can't. I mean,
And
you could go ahead.
it's a bad position to be in, bro, because you want to win, but you also understand what win it brings because the reality of the shit is no matter how many wins, we're a mediocre ass team, bro. At best. At best. I can go even worse and talk bad about us, but I ain't gonna do it right now. But we're mediocre at best.
We trash.
And it gives a false sense of getting better if we start to win and this motherfucker stays around another year. He gotta go, man.
But if we win with the players that come back, doesn't that tell you that something's going right at the same time, though?
Yeah, I guess. I just don't see us winning with the players he has, bro. And it's not the players. I've come to realize what it is with this team. This team's biggest issue, outside of the offensive line and the defensive line, those are our two weakest links. The trenches are our weakest links.
Oh, yeah.
But player aside, the issue with this team 100% is ownership, general manager, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. The issue with this team is 100% coaching. And I'll prove it to you this way. You went out and got a guy like Kenny Galladay to be your number one receiver, but you have an offensive coordinator who cannot come up with a concept to get the ball to your number one receiver.
I know. I don't like the fact that we haven't thrown any 50-50 balls to Galladay, really.
At all. You got this guy whose job is to streak down the football field. You throw him up some lob balls, let him bring them down. We got him running 4-yard fucking slants off the line.
Well, let me say this, though. I think when you get Andrew Thomas back, I think Garrett is going to open up the playbook like we did when DJ was having some time. I hope so. I mean, we haven't really seen much of it, you know? Like, the offense just looks terrible.
The offense is bad.
It's bad.
The offense is bad.
But
my bad. Go ahead.
No, it's just you can't do anything with the O-line. Like, what are you gonna do? It's hard for me to subscribe to the fact that like I can't just say I'm done. I'm done with everything. I'm done with DJ. I'm done with all this. When I can't evaluate this, you know, like if he doesn't have time to do anything, it's bad, bro. Pert's bad. Solder is the worst fucking tackle I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Ever in my life, bro. In my life.
Bro, I've worked with people that were bad at their job, bro. I don't think I've ever seen someone as bad at their job as Nate Solder, bro.
I'm gonna run some names by you. We had Eric Flowers play right and left tackle.
Yep.
We've had, you remember Bobby Hart?
I remember Bobby Hart, bro.
Absolute.
He's a Bengal now, right?
Garbage. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage. Justin Pugh played 3 different positions.
He's
on
a
the
Cardinal
line.
now.
And Nate Soldier is the worst right and left tackle. No matter where you put him, he's the worst lineman I have ever seen in a Giants uniform.
All 3 of those guys that you
life.
All 3 of those guys that you just listed still have jobs though.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. So what does that say?
Should.
What I mean, is it like
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, bro.
Soldier's horrible. He's horrible, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Breezy was good with you, Playboy.
Yeah,
he's horrible. Like, I've never seen an offensive lineman get pushed over so much, get ran around so. Like, there is nothing he can block. You understand? Over history, you've seen offensive linemen, like you've seen Orlando Pace and Jonathan Ogden. You've seen a few offensive linemen in history who have no problem with anything. They can handle speed.
Larry Allen.
Bull rush. They can handle whatever you threw at them. A stunt, 2 men coming at him, they can handle that shit. This dude can't handle anything. He can't handle speed. He can't handle power. He can't handle shiftiness. Like, what? He can't block a defensive lineman. He can't block a linebacker. Who the fuck can you block?
Bro, he's a walking meme. Bro, they made a meme about him, and the actual clip was worse than the meme, bro. That's crazy, man. Imagine going home to your wife, dude. That's like some wicked beta shit, dude. That's
Did you see Did you see the nigga on his ass? Like they had a picnic in front of him.
Yeah, they had the blanket down, bro. The basket, like the Wizard of Oz basket, like
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. Yeah, he's terrible. Terrible. That's embarrassing. But how do we not
he's
have
bad.
what about that Cunningham?
Oh, he played some, but he didn't. He played in the packages when we went heavy. When
Is
we were
he
like
is he
running heavy.
he's a tackle though,
He's
right?
a tackle, but here's my thing, bro. And this is what I mean when I say the problem with this team is coaching. It cannot be this is who I trust, so I'm not willing to give somebody else a chance. If this dude is not playing up the par, give somebody else a fucking chance, bro.
Exactly. It can't get any worse, bro. Literally, put Gettleman out there. I would love to see that.
Yeah, anybody, bro. I'm not even being funny. It's to a point where
No, I know. It's bad.
if like even if we don't have any, like for example, say we didn't dress 3 tackles, we only dressed the 2, and we got a swing offensive lineman who can play every position. Put him the fuck in there, bro.
Yeah.
Get this dude. He's gonna. I swear to God, he's gonna get Danny Jones hurt.
We also
If Danny Jones survives 17 weeks of that, I'd be very impressed.
We also had a tackle on our practice squad who we didn't protect, and we lost to waiver claim.
Who was that?
Jackson. Somebody help me in the chat.
Talking about the center that we got from the Jets.
Tackle.
Tackle.
Practice squad. I don't know if he's starting anywhere, but Jackson Barton. Raiders signed him. Offensive tackle.
Oh yeah, Barton. Yeah, I remember him.
But we chose to protect David Sills over an offensive tackle. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's any good or not, but it just blows my mind.
I guess they just didn't. I guess I don't know. Gettleman didn't foresee this coming. I know Sills had a good preseason, so I get why they protected him. So
yeah, but they give him one
win
shot.
Some, you lose some. Yeah, give him one shot and that's it.
What does he say? Oh, these go so fast. We just need one good pass rusher and we win games. I promise. Well, Jackson Burton. Yeah.
My man said, and a quarterback, and a GM,
bro,
and the offensive line,
the whole,
and everything,
the whole thing, bro. That's why the chat goes so fast. It's like we need this. It's just a. Soldier gets a chip on every pass and still gets destroyed. That's facts right there, Tim.
That's facts, Tim.
Bro,
and still gets destroyed.
Kyle Rudolph's job is to chip it, and he still can't block him, dude. It's like, but he was great with New England.
Can you tell me what's up with we throw one pass to Evan Ingram. In the time that Evan Ingram has been here, even a year he played with Eli, I don't feel like the Giants have ever used him right. He has too much speed to be running slants and fucking 2-yard drag routes every time you call a hut. So we finally throw the ball to him down the football field one time, and we stop.
Yeah, and I liked that. I liked it was what was that, like a wheel route or I don't even.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly what it was.
I like that. And he went up and got it, and it
looked
looked effortlessly. But then you throw you hand him the ball 2 yards away and he drops it.
That's what's so aggravating about him, bro. You throw him a ball where a guy's draped over him and he's covered and he catches it with no problem. But you throw him a ball where he's wide the fuck open by himself, he drops it.
See, that's where I think that's Garrett's mindset, is that the fact that when he has no O-line, he doesn't have the same access to the playbook as when he has Thomas and when DJ has time. That's the only thing I can think of. We will see when Thomas comes back. If Garrett doesn't open up the playbook, another thing is I want to see jet sweeps with Kadarius Toney.
Yo, let me tell you, I'm starting to worry about with him too. Nobody's saying it. Nobody wants to admit it. He looks like he might be injury prone too. He has missed a lot of time this year due to injuries, and this is year one.
Yeah, I know it's early.
He has played a lot. He's played a lot less than he has played. Seems electric. And another thing about him, whether he's playing or not, Garrett seems not to know how to get him the ball outside of trick plays. You can actually draw up some pass patterns that he can run. Everything don't have to be a trick play, but
yeah. Well, he only had one target outside of that trick play that got blown up. All right, so next on, do you think we're trending up? Do you think the Giants? No. You think we're gonna get blown out by Tampa?
I will no, I will say this. So I wasn't impressed with that Carolina shit. I'm gonna tell all y'all straight up. Carolina didn't impress me. Anybody that can't beat Sam Darnold they have a problem and they're terrible. Sam Darnold is absolute garbage. I wasn't impressed with that shit. I wasn't buying it. Um, I was more impressed with the Chiefs game than the Carolina game, and we lost the Chiefs game. But I understood what sticking in there with them meant. You understand?
Say it again.
I understood what sticking with Kansas City meant. Like
Yeah.
we didn't beat them, but we stuck with them. I understood what that meant. You understand? I was more impressed with that than I was with the Carolina win. The Raiders win was the first win of the season that felt real.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like I felt like that Saints victory, I felt like that shit was a
fluke.
A fluke. I swear to God. I was like,
coin toss.
We had to play them, if we had to play them again right now, they'd blow us the fuck out. That's how I felt about that. Like we were lucky enough to get out of there with a victory. Yeah. I felt like we dictated to the Raiders what was going to happen Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
This was like us. We're going to do what we want to do. We ran the ball. We wanted to run the ball. We just ain't put up enough points. And on defense, it was just like, y'all can't score on us, period.
Yeah. That's the he did the same thing, the bend don't break, and they just they couldn't complete passes.
Because he's impatient.
Yes.
Because he's impatient.
But Brady, that's what I'm saying is if we roll that defense out with those weird blitz packages that get there super late, Brady's just gonna absolutely exploit it.
You can't do that shit to Brady because he knows it's coming. I'm hearing rumors that Kevin Abrams will be promoted to GM. So I would lose my fucking
everyone's saying
mind.
Everybody's saying
and listen, on some real shit, if you're gonna promote him, just keep Gettleman.
Bro, let me tell you, that's why we can't fire Gettleman until the end of the year, because they have to go through their due diligence and actually find a GM that has never been in this organization before. Like we've said.
Oh, they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
He needs to. Marin needs to.
Do it.
Well, then we're going to keep on this cycle. And this cycle sucks. I
promise you we're going to keep losing because he won't do it. He won't do it.
Lamont Adams says NFL games are rigged. Well, we're the biggest market in the entire league, right? I mean, LA and New York. Don't you think that we would be at least competitive? I don't think.
Yeah, us not being good isn't a good rig, bro.
No.
I can see if you were saying that it was rigged because the big market teams are whooping on the little market teams, and it's like, oh, the big market teams always get this or get that or get this call. NFL makes more money when the big market teams are playing well, and right now we are absolute garbage.
Yeah, I don't. So, my girlfriend actually thinks the NFL is rigged because every time she's watching the Giant game, she's like, "It's 3 points. It seems what you lose by a field goal every time. It just doesn't make sense to me." I'm like, "That's just the Giants."
Yeah, that's just them.
Yeah,
that's what happens. You don't need it to make sense.
Yeah,
like. The Giants are like the Bible. Most things in it don't make sense.
Yeah,
but
it just roll with it. We just roll with it.
We just roll with it.
Yeah. So pretty much, that's. I mean, we gotta. We gotta
be safe out there, Tim. Be safe out there, baby. We'll holler at you.
Yeah. We got to address the elephant in the room, OBJ, just because.
I hope he go over there to LA and show what happens when the offense is actually like. I don't think people understand
how good he is.
They're going to keep he didn't have Eli. He didn't have this. Eli's better than Baker Mayfield. We all know that. But the biggest difference between the Odell in New York and the Odell in Cleveland, the offense was built around Odell in New York. The offense was not built around Odell in Cleveland. He had another legit wide receiver. He has a legit running back. So they were more of a balanced offense. Think about his few years here before Barkley got hit that 1 year he played with Barkley. We had fucking Orleans Darkwa. as a running back.
I liked
Come
Orleans
on, man.
Darkwood,
I
bro.
liked Orleans Darkwood too, but nobody was paying attention to Orleans Darkwood.
No.
So the offense, my point is, you'll build an offense around Nick Chubb before you build it around Orleans Darkwood.
Well, they got Cooper Kupp. They got Stafford. Bro,
They're
they're
gonna rip shit up,
they're
bro.
gonna rip shit up, bro. And people are like, "Oh, OBJ's trash." Bro, OBJ. I know route runners, bro. Trust me, OBJ still got it, and he's gonna show.
OBJ he was doing out there the exact same shit Randy Moss did when he was in when he was with the Raiders when they was in Oakland. They were terrible. He didn't feel like playing for them, so he gave half-ass effort. Watch what happens when you go to a team that's competing for a championship.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Watch.
mean, I don't, dude. I have no animosity towards him. I have no,
No,
dude,
me
bro.
neither.
We fucked him. We literally, I don't care. I know this fan base is split and people are gonna hate us for this, bro. But we screwed OBJ. You say what you want. The guy wanted to win. He was pissed off. He was a dog. He wanted to get it, and we got rid of it because we couldn't. This organization couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he was becoming bigger than the organization. He was becoming in New York. His status was becoming a rock star status, where you knew him everywhere he went. His face was on everything. So his name was becoming bigger than the New York Giants brand, and the powers to be hated that.
Well, what's the difference between Tom Brady doing that and OBJ?
You don't even want to get into that right now.
Well,
You don't want to get into that right now.
We're both thinking it.
Yeah, you don't even want that. You don't want that question answered. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, I'm with you.
100%. You don't want that question. That topic is for another time because
another podcast.
Another podcast because we all know what's the difference between Tom Brady when he's walking up the sideline, belittling teammates, yelling in their face, yelling at coaches,
offensive coordinators,
everybody. But when Odell Beckham does it, he's a troublemaker. He's a cancer. And that was the only issue I had with the whole trade. You want to trade him, you want to get assets, fine. It's your fucking business, whatever. But to trade him and then go out and make sure that you made his name, slander his name as if he was a bad teammate, as if he was a bad guy, as if he got in trouble off the football field, when he's never gotten in trouble off the football field.
And teammates loved him.
Not one teammate had a problem with Odell Beckham. The only person who had a problem with Odell Beckham, his name was Dave Gettleman.
Correct. Yep.
That was it.
Merritt didn't even want to do any of that.
They said Merritt Odell Beckham still talks to this day.
Yeah, they text. But, I mean, is what it is. All right, so last minute, someone says Betty White. I don't know why, but any last minute.
No. I get it. I get what he's saying. It's to answer the question about the difference between Tom Brady and Odell. Okay. I Betty White. That's hilarious.
That's not funny. All right, so let's last minute questions.
Lamont, that's exactly what they did. Every player from that 2016 roster that spoke up, Olivier Vernon, Justin Pierre-Paul,
Jack Rabbit,
Odell Beckham, Jack Rabbit, Snacks. Everybody who spoke up, who had an issue with losing, got their asses put up out of here. Everybody.
Think about how
they were bad for the culture.
Bro. Think about that. That's a bad culture. And look where we are. We're in the same spot, man. It's just unbelievable. And I wasn't for it when it happened.
Me neither.
I was
because my issue was, all right, we lost in 2017. We had a lot of turmoil going on inside the team with benching Eli and all that stuff. But we just won 11 games in 2016. Granted, I didn't think we were a good team, but I thought we were good enough to win games. You understand? So I thought we had enough of a core there that if you would have put Jones with those players, and you know how people say he needs to be around good players, I guarantee you Jones' record is a lot better right now with those players.
I think Jones.
I have no question in my mind his record would be a lot better as a quarterback.
I can't wait to see what happens when Andrew Thomas comes back. I really am I'm excited about that. I can the Giants make a wild card run? Let me tell you something. if somehow we beat Tampa and we get hot at the right time, it's possible. But I do not have faith in this offense.
That's there. Even if I want to start to believe that this defense is turned around, but the issue is the defense is going to have a game where they're just not good. It happens. The offense is just not good enough to protect them when that happens because it's coming. It's fucking coming, and
We're
this
getting
offense just
we're getting
they're
a lot
just
of
not
guys back.
good.
No, I know. I think that you're right. I know what you mean. Um, but then sometimes the offense has games where it goes off, and it's just like I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I really think so. We have a weaker end of the schedule
In the beginning, yeah.
than what we've been going through.
And we're not too far out of that last wild card spot, believe it or not.
No,
I think it's only 2 games, to be honest
it
with you.
is the top team. I think it's 5-3.
Mm.
Yeah, or something like that. Thoughts on Jones versus Tampa with AT and all his weapons? That's bro. That's gonna tell all. It's Garrett's play calling as well. Having everything there, there's gonna be no excuses. You cannot
You know
have,
we have the worst red zone offense in the league.
bro. Why can't we put the ball in the end zone in the red zone? I just don't get that, dude. I
Two
just,
people. That shit fall on two people, and people may not want to hear it, but it fall on two people: offensive coordinator and the quarterback.
bro. It was like that with Eli at the end too.
At the end of the career, Eli wasn't good. Offensive coordinator, quarterback.
Yeah.
There you go.
Marcus Golden is tearing shit up with the Cardinals. Should they have made an effort to keep him? No. I say no
No,
because it's like
no.
players are that system is working for him. The Giants were using him in coverage and
All kinds of wrong.
all kinds
All
of
kinds
wrong.
of wrong.
So
All kinds of wrong.
I mean, if we knew how to use them properly and go after the quarterback on pretty much 85% of your reps and 90% of your reps, then that would be a different story. How is it that we fans know what's wrong with the team and the general manager doesn't? Does he even watch the games?
He knows what's wrong with the team. He won't admit it to himself. This is
Ego.
big ass difference.
Let me tell you something.
Ego.
Let me tell you something.
EGO.
Ego is one of the most evil things there is, and I think it's put into human beings to make us go through situations. We choose selfish things because of it. Ego is a nasty thing, and I think Dave Gettleman, his ego is as big as his gut, and that's saying something. So
And listen, me and my cousin is watching the podcast right now. We have a saying: whenever somebody won't swallow their pride, I look at them like, yo, pride must taste real nasty
yeah,
because motherfuckers never want to swallow it.
yeah,
Like, swallow your fucking pride and just admit that you've made some bad decisions and fix that shit.
for
Don't
real.
sit on it and continue to try. Oh no, we're gonna see down the line if I'm crazy. With 3 years from now, we'll be like, if I'm crazy or not, then you're fucking crazy because and I mean absolutely nothing you have done has worked.
Yeah, and it's stubborn, and it just doesn't it blows everybody's mind. 95% of the people are in the group were saying they want
Good
this
night, Willie.
they want this guy gone. Good night,
Yeah.
Willie. Ed Dodds, new GM 2022. Mike Kafka, New York Giant offensive coordinator 2022. Do you know?
Mike Kafka. Why does that name sound familiar? Didn't he play quarterback for the Eagles at one point? Is that Mike Kafka?
Uh,
2011, I think.
Chiefs. He's the Chiefs quarterback coach.
Did he ever play in the NFL?
I believe so.
That name sounds mad familiar.
Mike
Is that the
Kafka.
guy? I believe he played. I believe he won number 3 for the Eagles in
Yes,
2011,
he was
and
drafted
he
by the
threw the
Eagles in
he
2010.
threw an interception to Aaron Ross to end the game that we beat them in Philly. We hurt Michael Vick. He came in. He threw an interception up the sideline of Aaron Ross. God damn, I know.
That's crazy, bro.
Listen to me, y'all.
I
I
know
ain't even
shit,
got no
bro.
fucking book in my face, bro. I
Bro,
ain't got no computer, nothing in my face.
that's impressive because I know a lot of shit, bro, and I don't. That name does
Yeah,
not ring a
he
bell.
was the backup quarterback for the Eagles.
Yep. So now he's 3 years older than me.
That's crazy.
Wow. He's 33. That's
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
and he's what right now? The Chiefs quarterback coach.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
amazing to me how guys who weren't good playing could be a quarterback's coach. Like, how the fuck can you tell somebody how to be a good quarterback
or
when
someone
you
like
was garbage?
Dan Orslowski who runs out the back of the end zone and has
Yeah, and
hot.
he's on TV talking shit now.
Yeah, that's mad funny, dude.
Yeah,
That's
like
pretty funny.
get your corny, get your booty ass out of here and tell somebody how to play quarterback and you can't complete a pass.
um,
You know who else is the fucking quarterback's coach I found out today? Do you remember Ken Dorsey that used to play for the Hurricanes? And he got drafted by the Browns and he played like one. He was absolute trash, bruh.
who is he?
But Ken
Dorsey?
Dorsey, yeah, the Miami teams, he played for the Hurricanes. The Miami teams were fucking awesome. Why he played? Because he had all them receivers and Shockey and all them guys, but he was garbage when he played in the NFL.
I know it's so crazy that some of those guys. How about Cam Newton getting re-signed
Yeah.
by what? That's
And that is
crazy.
another sign that you need to fire your fucking coach. Because
Rule?
Matt Rule is not a good coach. I know people were glamoring over him when listen, I got a few rules when it comes to coaches and quarterbacks. I don't want any college coaches because they come in thinking they're running a program and not a fucking NFL team. This is not a program. You can't treat grown men like you treat
I agree with that.
you
I agree
that.
with that.
And I do not like quarterbacks. Like you remember when everybody was like, "Oh, we should pick Haskins. We need Haskins, Joe." I didn't want Haskins because Haskins played 12 fucking games as a starting quarterback. I would have took Jones, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. And I thought the Danny Jones pick was some bullshit. I would have took Danny Jones 100 times over me taking Dwayne Haskins because he played more football. You do not learn this game playing less football.
I didn't want Haskins because of how much time that Ohio State offensive line gave him. He had no pressure ever.
Yeah,
He had no
yeah.
pressure, and but that bothered me, and that's why when I was watching DJ having trouble, he had awful teammates around him. I was like, well, he's gonna have awful teammates when he comes
It's
to
around him,
Giants.
yeah.
So,
But when you've started 3 out of your 4 years, I think Danny Jones was a 4-year starter. But I'll take a guy, even if a guy started 3 out of his 4 years in college over a guy who only played 1 year in college. I don't want a quarterback who's played 12 games. I'm sorry.
no.
That's why I didn't want Haskins at all.
Bro, there's nobody in this class coming out that is we're gonna have DJ next year. That Malik Willis kid, I've been watching. I'm not a big fan. I liked him at first. And he's in
Yeah,
a
I'm
small,
not hearing much of anything about
and he's got
quarterbacks this year.
no. I mean, he's got some athletic ability. I might be wrong. I was wrong about Kyler Murray. He says, "Hold on, can I ask you something? Pete Carroll was a college coach, used the NFL coach, and he's a Super Bowl champion. Well, there's obviously exceptions,
There's
100%.
exceptions, but you do know Pete Carroll was
And he came
also
back,
he was in the NFL, went to college and came back. You know that, right?
Patriots coach, right?
Yeah, he used to coach the Patriots back in the day. And if I'm not mistaken, he might have been on the Jet staff at one point too. I could be wrong about that, but I kind of think I remember seeing him with a Jets coat. That might have been Richie Kotite. But whatever the case may be, Pete Carroll was in the NFL before he went to
In
he went to
94, Pete Carroll was the head coach of the Jets. Wasn't that
God damn, bruh.
wasn't
God damn.
you remember when Belichick had to the press conference there?
Tom with it for like a day and
It
left.
was like Parcells
Yeah. Yeah.
What a nightmare, huh?
No, he definitely won national championships in college. My point is, he had NFL experience. He was successful he had a glimpse of success in the NFL. That when I go to hire him from college, I can say, you know what, he was an NFL coach before, so I can work with this. I don't like guys who only had college experience at all. I mean, at all. Look what happened to Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
Yo, Sebastian, you have no idea how long I've been watching football, bro. Like, real shit, I don't even need to pull up shit. I can damn near almost run shit down to you, bro. This shit is crazy.
Am I wrong about that, guys? 94? I might be.
He might have been on the 94 when they wore them fucking ugly Jets helmet that had the actual jet on the side. Like, them shits was god awful, bro.
Oh, yeah. Quan is a real life Google for football. That's
Do I
what
like the?
Sebastian says. Our front office
Yeah.
had no plan when Eli said he was retiring. We hoped for Herbert, but he went back for another year. Then every year when we had a quarterback heavy class, we were drafting something else. Bro, you know how many good quarterbacks we had the
A
chance to get?
fucking disaster. Yes, you're right, Jerry. He was a disaster. Um, my bad. I was just responding to
Bobby
a comment.
Petrino?
He was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, Urban Meyer currently too.
Yeah, and
But
you
let
know
me
what's
say something. That man was looked like he felt awkward with that chick dancing, but he shouldn't have put himself in that position. That's one thing, guys. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, everyone gets horny, bro, but like, dude,
yeah, yeah. So listen, when you're in the public eye, you got to watch yourself, man.
yeah. He did coach the Jets in '94.
Yeah, somewhere in the '90s, definitely in the '90s. I think
Saban sucked too.
Saban is absolute garbage, absolute fucking garbage,
Bro,
bro.
what's crazy is that Matt Rule is already talking about that he wants like out.
Do you remember how many Giants fans wanted him?
Bro,
Yo,
yeah.
I want Matt Rule. I want Matt Rule, man. That shit don't. That shit just look. Think about Chip Kelly. That shit worked for 1 year
But we also
and it
hired a special teams
imploded.
coach.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But he's a good talker.
great talker. He's
He'd
a
be
great
great on the
talker.
podcast.
He's a great talker.
Yeah.
That right, and when we did that play right there, when we did the play right there,
I gotta watch the film.
I gotta watch the film. But when we did that play right there,
Jerry Leafs lives one street over from me. I talk to him all the time. Really?
do you?
Do you now?
Do you now? Tell Jerry Reese, um, thank you for being a fraud of a GM. Thank you for living off the GM before you.
Ooh, Ernie Accorsi.
Thank you for not being able to build a team when all those core players left that Ernie Accorsi had in the organization. It was your turn to build a team. Tell him I said thank you for failing horribly. Tell him I said thank you for not being able to make good draft picks outside of the third round to the seventh. Tell him I said thank you for not building the offensive line. Yeah, tell him I said thank you for all that shit.
Someone said, "What would we have done with Rivers instead of Eli?"
What would we done?
With Rivers instead of Eli? You remember that day, that draft day?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
I'm fine with the way it panned out.
I'm okay with the way it panned out because I can't guarantee Rivers is going to win anything. But if we're talking player for player, I think Rivers is better than Eli. That's just me.
Yeah.
I think if we're talking about the actual, we're not talking about the skill. I'm sorry, we're not talking about the team aspect of football where you've won more because your fucking player might have caught an interception and ran it back for a touchdown and your team win and the quarterback gets the win for that shit. I'm talking about the actual playing of the position of quarterback. I think Phillip Rivers was better than Eli. But that's just me. I know you're not going to get a lot of Giants fans to say that.
No. Someone says, so who lives near Dave Gettleman? We got to tell him. We have a few things to tell him.
Who are you? No DG. That's the real shit we want to talk about.
It's a Krispy Kreme and a Waffle House. It's the chemistry at the time. It is. That's it. I mean,
that's all it is.
It factor. A lot of things. We had a guy catch a ball against his helmet.
Yep.
And we had Eli literally throw a ball in a perfect spot where I mean, I don't know if that's talent or that. He even said I just threw it. He had a safety coming over top. I mean, someone says, shit, Quan, I lived through the Rob Carpenter days.
Ooh. Listen, we all been listen. I noticed like a lot of Giants fans like, yo, I lived through this. Don't worry about it. This isn't as bad as this. Like, dude,
how bad was the 70s then, bro?
Because they went 18 years without making the playoffs, bro.
No, I know that.
Woo.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Speaking of fans that went through, I want to give a shout out to my dad who's getting inducted into the New England Auto Racing Hall of Fame on Sunday, which is
your dad.
My dad is, yeah.
Let's clap it up for Bob's
dad, y'all. Shout out, Dad, John Spence Sr., best dad in the world. Reason why I'm a Giants fan. He grew up watching Y.A. Tittle, and that's the Y on the right.
Y.A. Tittle.
Yes, sir.
The only highlights I ever see of Y.A. Tittle, he be running for his fucking
Yeah.
life.
And he's like 40. He looks like 49 years old. And
He look like Freddy Krueger running for his fucking life with a helmet on, bro.
Yeah, but he was nasty, bro. He was.
I heard he was good.
And Homer or Del Schaffner. You know who that is?
No.
85.
What position
receiver.
he played?
Wide receiver, number 85 back in the day.
85.
We had Homer Jones.
No. I know. I've heard of Homer Jones.
He created the
Lockhart.
spike. Spider Lockhart.
Oh, yeah. This guy that created the spike. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's on my Giants history video.
Yeah, he was. Dude, he played on some bad teams, but he was nasty, bro. Nasty.
Dog.
Safety.
I have a guy right now. If you could look him up, his name is John Madden, but it's spelled different from the John Madden that used to coach. Next time I hit you tomorrow, I'll have the correct spelling of his name. He lives on my property. He used to play for the New York Giants. He literally, so there's four townhouse type of complexes on my property. So we live in building 2000. He lives on the third floor. He actually lived in the apartment that I gave up because when me and my wife had another child, we needed a bigger apartment. And we went to the first floor. Him and his wife and his daughters live on the apartment where we used to live. I keep telling him I want him to sign my helmet. He's like, you don't want my signature. We were bad when I played.
Oh, my God, dude. Wait, what decade? 70s?
I'm gonna let you know all that shit tomorrow. I'm going to ask him what year and everything. He's an older guy, so my guess is he was probably 50s, 60s. Because in the 70s, I would take it as he would be a little younger, but he was probably in the 60s.
Because the
about the 60s.
Y.A. Tittle days was like they were pretty good, and then they started to fall off. And 18 years without the playoffs, or 17 years.
18 years, bro.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
It's a long time, bro.
Yeah, and
it's a long.
And then
time.
we drafted LT, right?
LT and everything turned around.
Yeah.
So LT got and another like your man said just now, the chemistry. You draft LT. You put the right coach in there, then that coach went out and got his type of players, and winning started.
Yeah, and they didn't choose their own stubbornness or their ego over. They let LT do his thing because they knew that man was a freak of nature.
You gotta let him do his thing. And
so did Jim Thorpe, by the way, Lamont. Jim Thorpe was a New York Giant too. He says Tom Landry played for us.
Yo, you know they were all on the coaching staff together at one point, right? Landry,
Lombardi was Lombardi,
all those guys.
Yes, sir.
Like at one time, bro, we had a historic coaching staff at one time.
Well, we have a historic organization. It just sucks that we're in the predicament that we're in right now. You know, like, dude, like,
bro, I hate that shit too, Franklin. I hate when I'm listening to a commentary on a game and they out there spitting out wrong information. I hate when they say dumb shit that they should know. Like, I've never worked for the NFL in my life. I should know more than the guy calling the game. I hate when they say shit like, he's having a great year. Are you watching these fucking games?
No, they're not. About? They're not. They don't have time.
I think they just say shit to big up the game, to hype the game up because
just to stay relevant.
It.
Just to say that, or the guys that are announcing, they don't. Some of them don't. Yeah, exactly. I'll just be happy with no more OBJ talk, honestly. Yeah, no, it has gotten annoying. You know, I actually got to apologize, Quan. I thought I got information that we were going to put a claim in, and I just spoke too soon. I got excited.
I doubted that.
I got excited.
Doubted that from Jump Street, because let's just take Gettleman out of it. There's really no real need to bring him here. It really isn't.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Whose position is he going to take? Where's the room for him? You paid Galladay all that money. He's going to play.
Well, all these guys are hurt all the time. You got John Ross hurt. Slayton's kind of trash.
2 seconds, bro.
Galladay's hurt. I mean,
all the time.
It's crazy because we got like good on paper, great like good receivers. Like it should be like nasty, but we don't have time to get like have them even run routes because we have a terrible O line.
But listen, I still don't want to hit no ball by injuries. We were 1-3 before all the so-called injuries happened that caused us to be garbage. We've won 2 games since being injured, so we've proven we can win without those players. So I don't want to hear injuries as an excuse anymore.
Well, we got the bye week coming, and now people are getting healthy. So
we're going to see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But
listen, We're gonna see if Goats. We're gonna see if he can coach this team.
Yeah.
We 3-6. We 2 games out. Let me see you work.
Yeah. Let's stay in it. Let's see if these
Let me
guys.
see you work.
Let's see if these guys finish the season the right way. But all right.
Yeah, let me
Well,
see if you work.
on that note, I mean, we'll be back next week, right, Quan? During the
Yeah,
bye.
definitely. During the bye. We back during the bye. Talk some more shit. Talk
There's
about
all
what we seen on Sunday.
yeah, doom and gloom.
But it's always some shit to talk about. The only week I may miss, oh no, I'm not even gonna miss that week. I'll be out in Miami for the game, the third through the fifth, but I'll be home. I'm coming home that night, so I'll be available during the week. So I ain't gonna miss shit.
We'll figure it out no matter what.
Yeah.
But all right, boys. Well, we'll be back next week and enjoy the not stressing about the Giants.
No stress this week, y'all.
No stress,
Antonio,
baby.
no doubt, baby. No doubt. I'll take Reese over Gettleman any day, and that's on some real shit. No stress this week, y'all.
I'll take Ernie or Corsi's dyed black hair.
I'll take
ass.
fucking dead ass George Young. Get up out the fucking coffin and help out. Because this dude right here is the worst, man.
For real.
But listen, y'all, no stressing Sunday. Sit back, have some Doritos. Just watch the game, man. Enjoy a week of not needing to yell at the TV.
Yep.
I'm gonna go lay my extra tired ass down, man. I'm gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, Quan's tanking.
Yo, it's not even that. I told you,
man.
No,
I know.
That fatigue be on my ass, boy.
No, I hear you, bro.
That shit is terrible. I just spoke to a guy today that said he got COVID too, and I'm like, it ain't even it's the COVID ain't got shit. The actual having it ain't got shit on how I feel now. Like
it's the aftermath, right?
Yo, I just be so tired, bro.
It's wild,
so tired.
I hope that'll go away eventually, right?
It's been a whole year. It's been a whole year, and I'm suffering. It's called chronic fatigue. A lot of people who caught COVID, this is what they suffer from now. Like some people, like there have been people who've lost their eyesight, lost their smell. Yeah. I have a friend who's his taste has come back, but his smell hasn't come back all the way, and that shit has been a little over a year. I'm tired every day. It's been over a year. Like I'm talking about every day. The shit you see right now, there are times at work, Bobby, I gotta just sit down and do nothing because I'd be so tired.
Well, when me and you were doing the voice chats back and forth, you'll just be like 30 seconds in, you'll just start yawning, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, this should be having me tired, man. Like,
sucks, bro.
You remember when you were you had hit me one time, and I was like, bro, just let me take a nap for like a half an hour.
And
bro.
dude, whenever that happens, bro, if you need me to just go on, I'll shoot the shit with everyone.
Yeah, that's cool. That should be busting my ass, bro.
No, I hear you. But
all right, no doubt, man. Everybody, talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe, man. Holla back.
Later.